Hello and welcome to Crafting with Jane. Today we're going to be making some ornaments. There's something that can hang on the tree, or there's something that you can give as a little gift, and they're sort of braided paper. Now, whoops, I was just trying an experiment and it does work. So this is how they turn out. I'm going to put them on the white card actually because it's easier for you to see them that way. So if I bring them up like this, you can see that you've got these lovely sort of patterns that go on and all the way around the outside as well, which is really lovely. This is literally just a gold paper, but with only one-sided, so you get the white on the other side. Then this is the one that we're doing today, and you can see how it sort of closes up quite nicely. This is just in red and green, and again you've got all the pattern going down. I've got a little hanging thing on it, as I say, quite nice for a present. And then this is one that I did with patterned paper. Again, this is quite stiff, so you have to work at it a little bit more, and I probably needed a few more to make it a little bit bigger. There's no sort of give in it. Now, what I was looking at was, and I think you'd have to probably put, to secure it, you'd have to put some glue around the edge of this or some double-sided tape, but you can open out the inside of them, and this is just a chocolate coin. It's one of the fair trade ones, which is why it's an extraordinary colour. But you could put a little coin or a disc or something inside, and you can see how it opens up and it makes it quite big. I'm just sort of hanging it like that, but obviously it won't stay, it'll pop out. But as I say, it goes into that shape, so you can stretch them if you want to. Again, with this one I can. So let's have a go at making some. I'm going to show you, and I think I'm probably going to do the whole thing. What you need is some strips of paper that are, I think that they're a centimetre in width. So you cut them, if you've got centimetres, you cut them in centimetres. If not, I would make it sort of 1/4 of an inch. And you need to cut up a pile of 2 different colours to get this 2 different colour look. Okay, then what you're going to do is, now I've cut I think 10 or 12, but it depends how big you want it to be, and it depends how tight you want it. So for example, this one and this one, that had fewer than this one. So again, it depends what you've got left over. So you need to just fold one of them in half just to start off with, and then take the other one of the other colour and fold that in half. And that's literally just to give you don't need to do it like perfectly in half, as in, you know, press it too much. You just need to make a mark so you can see where it is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put this one in over the top, so it comes in where this where that centre part is, so you know that it's centred. If it's not absolutely perfect, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so I'm going to do this first one flat so you can see, because the first one is forming your square. So you take this piece down here and you fold it across like that. Underneath you've got 2. You take the bottom one, so this is the top. You take the bottom one and you bring it up. Hold on, I can't grab hold of it. You bring it up this way, like that. And then you take this top one and you fold that and put that through. And then you're going to tighten each one of these up, because that forms your first braid part. Okay, so if I put that here and I bring this one down, bring this one up, you can see you've got a nice patterned square like that. Okay, so you can take it back and you can do it again if you want to see, but I'm just making sure that the first ones are nice and tight. So you've got that. Okay, then you need to take this one and you're going to fold it so that it comes in on the diagonal piece like this, so that it looks nice and neat. So that's one. The next one you need to do exactly the same, like that. Then you miss one. So it's 1, 2, miss 1, 3, and this one has got to line up. Can you see this one here? Let me bring it up a bit. You see that one there? You want this one is going to come and line up exactly with this one here. Okay? So if I take it down, you can then see. And then we're missing one again. And this one is going to come, and if it's a bit tight, I ease this one out just a little bit. So I'm just going to ease that a little bit. This is going to come in and is going to tuck through into this piece like that. And we're going to pull it through. Like that. Okay, and then I can tuck this one back in again. Okay, and then that one comes tight. Okay, so that was the one that went through. So we start next one, fold across. 1, 2, miss 1. Third one comes in and goes down neatly, tucked up into this side here. Miss 1. Next one comes in and pokes down in on here. Now I have to open it up a little bit because it makes it easier for me to poke it in. Okay, so that comes in like that. Okay, then we're going to do again. 1, 2, miss 1. Third one comes down like that, so it lines up with this one on here. Miss 1, and then this one is going to come in through here. Now you can see we've come to the end, so what we need to do now is to just take a little bit of glue and just put a little bit of glue on the top of this, not too much, on each one of them. I tend to do it on the inside. Like that, and then you're going to add your next piece. So I'm just going to line that up. Press it down. That's one. Line my green one up. Press it down so it's glued on. Green one on here. Like that, and my other red one up on here. I want that to stick down on there like that. Now I'd normally do it up in the air. Just realised I haven't cut myself. I was literally doing some colouring, and you know how I clean my brush on my hand. There we go. Okay, so let's go back to it. That was the one that came tight up against this one. Miss 1. This one's got to come in and has got to come down in onto this bit. So I'm opening it up just a little bit, only because I find it easier to get it through the hole. And then we're going to pull it through. Keep pulling and keep pulling. Where you've got your join piece, make sure you pull it gently. That's why I open up that little bit so that it comes through neatly. and then put it down together like that. Okay, so we'll do another one. So that's where it went through. So the next one is 1, 2, miss 1, 3 lines up, so it goes neat on there, so you always know where you are. Number 3 always lines up with this one. Miss 1, and number 4, pull this open just a little bit so it'll tucks through on here. As I say, if you open it up just a little bit, it comes through easier, so you can just see where you're tucking it through. Okay, so you've got that in like that. Okay, so now we're on to the next one. So we'll pull this one across, 1, 2, miss 1, 3 comes down tight up against this one, miss 1, and 4 comes in and goes down through on here. Like that. Okay, so again, 1, 2, miss 1, 3, line up on here, miss 1, 4, and that has to come down through on here. So it's literally, I find that as long as I count, I can then remember exactly where I am, and it's fairly easy. So if you count on through each time, so you've got 1, 2, miss 1, 3, down, that lines up with here, miss 1, and then this one comes in. So again, you can sometimes see if you've gone wrong is whenever you've finished a complete you know, a series of 4, you'll always have your ends coming out equidistant. Okay, so that was the one that tucked in, so this one comes through, 1, 2, miss 1, 3, line that one up against this one, miss 1, 4, and bring that down in here. So I hope that's starting to make sense. I certainly know when I first started, I found, you know, anything like this, I had to concentrate really hard to do it. But now that I've made quite a few of them, I don't have to concentrate hardly at all. I can just do it. But it is one of those things. So I do 1, 2, I do count though, miss 1, 3, line it up to there, miss 1, 4, comes down on here. I just open that up a bit, and as I say, I open it because I find it easier to just pull it through, and then I can tighten that one back up again. So we'll keep going. 1, 2, miss 1, 3, miss 1, 4. So I hope if you're following along, you can then see how we start making it. And what you're doing is you're making this sort of nice braided pattern. Now I am going to try it, and I'll let you know how I get on actually, with some packing ribbon. You know, the ribbon that you fold to make really nice bows and things to go on presents and packages and things, because I think that would probably work quite well as well. Ribbon doesn't, it's too soft. I've tried ribbon, but ribbon really doesn't work. It just It just doesn't work at all. It's too floppy. It needs something with a bit stiffened ribbon maybe. So if you, I don't know, starched ribbon or something, that would probably work. Not sure what else would work. As I say, I want to try the ribbons that you make parcel, you know, that you do bows and things on parcels. It's sort of, I don't know what the fabric is. It's sort of plasticated, isn't it? But it's quite a interesting. So it's quite stiff. So, and that's the thing that we need. You know, you need to have something that's fairly stiff. This is literally just copy paper, because I found that, you know, it's you can't do it with card, because you need to have something that will bend and go in. So if it's too stiff, it won't. Whereas paper like this is perfect, and fairly thin paper. Okay, so we've come to the end again. So let me just take my glue, and we're going to do the ends. And you can see that you don't always get them the same length, which is why I said, you know, you don't always, sometimes you need less paper than you think, or you need an extra one like this one, because I obviously didn't, when I started off, I didn't get this one as equal as the others. So, you know, it's not an exact science. It can be. If you're somebody who is like really precise, it'll look absolutely amazing. I'm not. I'm somebody who's a bit sort of what I call Heath Robinson, you know, fly by the seat of your pants, and you know, if it comes out right, it comes out right. And if it's too complicated and too many mathematical equations in there to do it, then it's not for me. So I tend to do things that are fairly simple. I do like some of the origami things, but again, I like them when they're not overly complicated, and this really isn't complicated. Okay, so we're now to the other one. So now, if I remember, this is the one that was tucked through. So I pulled that one through, which means that I need to then come and start with this one. So 1, 2, and you can see where you've got your little join bits. Miss 1, 3. This one's going to come down and going to line nice and flat. Where you've got your joins, they will tuck in quite nicely. Miss 1, and then this one is going to come down in here. You have to really do some joins, because I don't think you could get anything that is long enough to go through, that would be stiff enough. I can't think of anything. Maybe, oh, did I get a bit of glue on that one? Hopefully not. No, that's fine. I'm just trying to pull this one in like this, and it wasn't going to have it because I think there was probably just a tiny bit of glue on there. But as I say, I release it because it fits through neater. You might find that yours will go through without having to do that, so that's fine. Okay, so take that one. So that's where we came through. So we start 1, 2, this 1, 3, on there, miss 1, 4. But yes, you could. I think you can get all sorts of really lovely paper. So you could do it in sort of golds and silvers. They make quite nice little things for weddings as well, to sort of hang up. Or as I say, for presents. They don't have to be for any particular time of year, you know, really sort of just nice, fun things to do. So I'm just going to do a few more of these, and then we'll see. Missing that one. Where are we? Yes, I don't want it to go on for too long, because you get the idea of this. So you go all the way along. Miss that one, bring that one in like that. Tuck that one up. Aha, now you see I've gone wrong. You see I'm tucking this up and I'm going, okay, fine. So unravel it. That's because I was talking and I wasn't concentrating. So unravel it until you get to the next bit. Okay, so this was the bit that went in on there. So I need to come round on here. That went in on there. So that's my 1. That's my 2. Miss 1. That's my 3. Miss 1. That's my 4. And I think I didn't miss 1, but you'll be able to see, because when you come to do something, it won't work. So it's a fairly straightforward process. Okay, and then when you get to the end bit, so if I show you on here just a little bit, you can see how it's starting to come into this lovely concertina. So you carry on going until you've got a really long sausage, and you've used up at least 10. And then what you do is you open this, you glue. So this one you would glue down there, that one you would glue down there, this one you would glue down. So you glue all of the end pieces in and just put them in the center. Then put a big blob of glue in the center here, and you're going to open it up like this, and you're going to put this end onto that end like a sausage, and it'll then stick together. While you're doing that, take your piece of twine that you want to hang it and just glue that into the center as you're pulling the pieces round. So it then will come out. You can see on here, I've got one end glued to the other. This was in on the center, and then that gives you your pull bit. Okay, so that's how you would finish it. Fairly straightforward. I'm just going to literally just do one more round. 2, miss 1, 3, miss 1, 4. So that's got to come in, and it's going to go in. Open this one up just a tad. But you can see it takes a little while. It probably take you half an hour or so to do the whole thing, but that's all you do. You keep carrying on and carrying on and carrying on until you've got it long enough. Now you'll know it's long enough because when you go to stretch it, so if I look at this one and I stretch it a bit, you can see it only comes out to here. So I'm probably only about a quarter of the way round. Okay, but very easy and simple to sort of create and finish, and you end up with something really beautiful like these ones. You know, it's such a fun thing to do, and as I say, I've really enjoyed doing them. I'm going to do some more because I quite like the idea of just having them as hanging things on you know, gifts and presents and things. In fact, you could actually put them in on the center and put your tag coming out as a nice sort of flower on the center of your gift and things to somebody. So I hope you enjoyed that. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.